Well, Christmas has come and gone. The everyday carry has gotten fatter. It expanded. I haven't done an everyday carry update in quite a long time. We got snow on the ground. We're out here in this beautiful weather. Let's do an everyday carry update. Alright, so I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, as good as can be expected with everything that's happening right now. Let's get into the good stuff here. So I've carried an awful lot of gear in the last 2 months, 3 months, more than I've carried in the past, like almost 2 years, I think. More rotation and all of that, and hopefully you can hear me because the wind is really bad right now. But we'll start off with the boring stuff and save the best for last. So starting off here with the cell phone, this is the cheapest Android you can buy. It's around $40. It works pretty well for me and for what I do. There are some problems, of course, with storage and the number of apps you can have on the phone, but other than that, it does the the basic text, call, message. I'm also able to do Instagram on here, and the camera actually isn't bad if you have good light. Most of my Instagram pictures up until the last couple have been taken with this. I've just recently switched over to the new camera, which allows me to transfer stuff to my phone. And then of course we have a flashlight on here right there. You can kind of see it's not very bright, but that is one of those things that can be handy. Now, that being said, that is definitely not my main flashlight. I carry a separate light, and we'll get to that in a minute. Up next here we have a wallet. Now, I bought myself a self-Christmas present, so this is what that is. This is the Travax Armored Summit minimalist card wallet. You can see there it's pretty thin. I'm liking it so far. I do plan to go back to my leather wallet that I made, but I thought I'd try this out, and I'm liking it pretty well. The only things that I don't really like here is that the money clip on the back has a limit of how much cash you can actually put in here. So I can put about 3 or 4 bills in, and then it'll hold about 8 cards. I only have like 4 in here right now, I think. One other little thing that I'll do a whole review on this and everything else in the video that's brand new, but one thing I don't really like about it is that it makes scratches in your cards when you put them in and out. Right here where the metal bar is kind of thick right there, I had my driver's license in there the other day and I pulled it out, and there was kind of, it wasn't like a scratch, but if you tilted it at the right angle in the light, you could see a scratch. So that's just one thing that's sort of a problem, but I've switched stuff around so that important cards aren't going to get scratched up anymore. And yeah, I'm liking the front pocket carry. Sometimes it is a little bit of a problem when I have like knives and different things because I don't want to scratch things up, but it does work pretty well and it looks kind of cool. It's USA made, all that great stuff. Next up we have a watch. Now, I haven't gotten any new watches, so this is the same old. Saying this is the watch that I have today. This is the Casio Duro MDV 106-1A, I believe. It's a dive watch. It's around $50 and it looks pretty sweet too. I have it on this art style NATO watch band, so it looks nice. It functions well. It has a rotating bezel. It's a dive watch, of course, so it's waterproof. And then I still also have the Seiko 5 field watch that I wear every other day to keep it charged. Both of these watches are watches that I would highly recommend, and I actually have videos on both of those if you want to check them out. Next up we have a new everyday carry pen. This is the Fisher Bullet Space Pen. I did carry the Zebra F701 for a while, and I still do from time to time. This is just nice because it folds up into that compact little bullet shape right here, and then you can just throw it in a pocket and it doesn't take up too much space, so that's nice. It also, since it has the cover on it, I don't have to worry about ink leaking out. So when I do wear cargo pants or shorts, I carry the Rite in the Rain notebook here. This is the number 374M. It's pretty good. I've ran this through the washer a couple times actually, and everything I wrote actually stayed written on it. I've also done a video on Rite in the Rain. It was a while ago though, so it's not as great as my newer ones, but it does work really well. The ink in the Fisher Space Pen also writes fairly well on the Rite in the Rain pad, so that's good. Next up here we have an everyday carry flashlight. By the way, I still do have the i3T EOS, and I swapped out the regular batteries for rechargeables so that when I do use it, I can not worry about just having to change the battery all the time. I can just pop a rechargeable one in there. That solves the problem. I did a review on that last year. Now I have a new everyday carry flashlight. This was a Christmas gift from my grandmother. In fact, most of the stuff in this video that's new is Christmas gifts from my family members to me. This is the Olight S2R Baton 2, I believe. Yes, the S2R Baton 2. This is almost, I would consider right now, out of all the flashlights I own, out of the flashlights that I do own and that I have carried in the past, this would be probably pretty close to the perfect everyday carry light. There are a few things that I would change about it if I had made it, but for right now it does the job. Normally I do run this on the lower modes, like the same modes that the i3T has, but I like having the ability to bump it up to the brighter modes if I ever need them. And it's also slightly bigger than the i3T EOS, so you have that full-sized hand right there. It's actually only about that much bigger, but we'll get to that in the review here in the coming months. Now, the flashlight was pretty good, the wallet was pretty good. These next two items are just items that I throw in. Sometimes I don't show them in the videos because they're boring and they're not as cool as knives and all that stuff. But here we have chapstick, of course, because it is freezing cold out here. And then we have earplugs in this little case. These are 3M, I believe, earplugs. The reason I carry earplugs, of course, is so I can hear later on in life, and I like to do a lot of things like run power equipment and do a lot of outdoorsy things that are loud. And it's always nice because the places that I go, I never know when I'm going to be jumping on a tractor or running a snowblower, any of those things. It's always good to have them with me so I have them if I ever need them. Next up, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite thing, pocket knives. Pocket knives and flashlights, and maybe wallets and watches. Well, everything everyday carry, but mostly I think the knives and the wallets and the watches and the flashlights are what I really like. So of course the best everyday carry knife of all time is the Victorinox Swiss Army Climber. Did a review on this 6 months ago. Wow, time has flown by. And in fact, it is now the most popular video on the channel, so thank you guys for watching it a whole lot. Great little knife. It's got all the stuff you'll ever need. Tweezers, scissors, toothpicks, screwdrivers. I use this all the time. I try and keep it near my camera bag even when I'm not carrying it on me because I use it to change out tripod plates and stuff. I actually haven't carried that knife in a little while. After carrying that for a long time, of course, my family gifted me the Benchmade 535 bug out. Great knife, super cool, has one hand open and close, pocket clip, all the things that you absolutely need in an everyday carry knife. I'm sorry if you can't hear me because of the wind right now. It's really bad. Well, the wind is just gonna blow and blow and blow. So I actually, when I carried the bug out, I carried the Swiss Army Climber with me so that I have the screwdrivers and everything I need, as well as, you know, the blingy coolness of the bug out. Over the Christmas holiday, I carried the Gerber US1. There will be a review on this coming out later in the week, hopefully. This one's actually my brother's. He loaned it to me. It's a great little knife, I think, for the price. And after that came a gift from my brother. This is the Victorinox Sentinel. There'll be a review on this eventually too, but I have to say my expectations and what it actually is, even though it still is the great Victorinox quality, it is a little bit less than what I had hoped it would be. That brings us to the most recent gift. This one was also a gift from my brother and the rest of my family. This is the Leatherman Skeletool CX. This is a smaller multi-tool made by Leatherman. Has pliers right there. It's got the little pliers, then it has a pocket clip right there. If you can kind of see that right there, there's a pocket clip. Then it has a screwdriver right here. And then of course it has the Leatherman one-hand opening blade, which is nice on all their multi-tools, and that's really nice on a tool like this because you have the ability to open and close the blade one-handed. Some other things that are almost always nearby me, of course, is my camera, because I am creating content, as well as a larger Ride in the Rain notebook, because I do write down notes and shot lists like I have for right here, notes to remind my stuff to make sure that I talk about everything. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. it is 2021 already. So I hope you enjoyed the first video of the new year. Time has just flown by. We got lots of great stuff planned in the new year here. Hopefully they will happen depending on, you know, how everything goes. But hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be a new video later on this week as everything goes as planned. I'm not gonna promise anything because life is just, you know how 2020's gone. 2021 has kind of started out in the same way, but it is going to be a good year. We're going to make the best of what we have, and we're just going to make it good. So hope you all are having a great day. I hope you stay safe. If you have not done so already, please consider subscribing. I make a new video every week. I appreciate each and every one of you who does subscribe, who watches the videos regularly, and who comments and likes the videos as well. So please consider liking this video, sharing this video with someone who might find it helpful, and leaving a comment down below if you enjoyed this video or some other gear that you're really stoked about. And that would be just about it for me for right now. So we'll see you in the next one. Take care.